Hello and welcome everyone to the WSG 2019 upper bracket semi-final between LDLC versus Vexed. Joining me for this matchup will be Overseer, and it's already looking like it's going to be, I think it was the knife round going to Vexed, so I believe it'll be them starting on the CT side. And I missed that knife round there.
It's okay. Knife rounds are not that vital. The pistol, though, is, as you said, yeah, this is going to be our second best of three in the lower. This is the upper bracket second match of the semi-finals.
Yep.
Vexed versus LDLC. And yeah, this is Dust 2, our first map to open it up.
Yeah, and worth noting that there's going to be a sub on both teams looking like this game. Tabs, of course, for LDLC, and Vex is now actually switching over. I think Cray for Jabby, a Dane coming in here instead of one of the Brits. So interesting see how tactical this game will be now that both teams have subs. That said, LDLC just pushing on straight onto A, taking the A site. Looking like a full retake coming here from Vexed as Happy manages to look around, gets down Mezzy as he's gonna go through B and try to pinch her from the back. Nice running boost here as Adam does take down Jinx. They're just pushing all through CT spawn. Look at LDLC just completely switching around where they're going at this point. As nice position, the Palace position is the most vital one here, as he's the one gonna be able to prevent the
Jabby,
plant.
he's gonna get. Never mind.
Yeah, but that knife. Well,
that was
most pros these days, instead of going for the fist, it's just easier just go for the knife while in the smoke. Gets 3 kills and gets a knife kill, so a lot of money here for Major as he buys the Krieg and pistol round ready for LDLC.
They're gonna open it up as LDLC, as you said, with a bit of a clutch there. The knife certainly saving the life of LDLC's pistol. And it is not exactly the most comfortable of starts here for Vexed, but it's also not the very end. And as you've said, it's going to be another stand-in on both sides. Tabs, of course, coming out from Ancient to support LDLC, and I wonder if there's more to it than just a stand-in at this point, but we'll find out, in the future anyway, so no need to dig deeper. Either way, I do kind of have to believe, or I at least believe that even though there are both teams have stand-ins, I think for LDLC, they couldn't have gotten a better stand-in. First of all, he's been playing with them for a little while now, for let's say a week or two. And second of all, it's Tabs. Tabs, the man of the hour, the man who's, very, very sweet. And also, he's an excellent IGL as well. He can be an IGL at least. He was performing with that role whilst his time in Ancient for a little while. So, it definitely, I wouldn't put it past the fact that maybe he's even leading this team, or at least, having a secondary shot caller role. In any case, it's going to be a force buy by Vex. No surprise, the Brits having to play with those Deagles MP9s. And I'm not thinking anything but those Deagle shots. And great start by Link.
Yeah, Tabs takes down 2 already as they're pushing on in. There's going to be it's a force buy here from Vex. So a lot on the line here, almost a lineup there. Adam could have gotten 3 there. Oh, but he does get 1 with that 1 dig as he has 3 HP. But look at his position from Eccles. He does get 1 from behind Sixer. All alone now as he's going up against 2. One of them still 3 HP, so he has an opportunity with that. Oh, but he gets off the bomb.
Oh,
7 seconds remaining. Gets taken down by Link. And the force buy working out here for Vexed. But yeah, you mentioned the stand-ins. I'd just like to note that both teams are getting help from Scandinavia this game. The Dane and the Swede, of course, arch rivals, the Swedes and Danes. Probably as much as the French and the Brits, really. So it's a four-way pronged battle here.
Indeed, quite a little bit of a love-hate relationship coming out, but it is going to be, of course, a force buy back by LDLC. I'm not even surprised. I don't think you are either. Certainly, it makes sense in a way, as they didn't get the plant, they didn't get the victory. They're kind of limited down to a double Eco anyway. So, no surprise in that case. In any manner, in any sense, it is going. Yeah, in any exactly. It is going to be LDLC is going to get a little bit of leeway though. They have connector control. They have mid players present. The bomb seems to be in their hands safely. So for the moment, LDLC are not to be, they're not to be discarded that easily. Or at least how do you say, Vex shouldn't be forgetting about them that easily. This is still a team that can make quite a few scary motions with those Eagles and absolutely smash Vex to pieces. But if we know anything about Vex, if we understand anything about them, they shouldn't have a problem to cleaning up the round itself.
Yeah, as they are pushing towards B here. Eccles managed to get 2, and the third comes in from Jabby. This force by going haywire here for LDLC, all down to the stand-in tabs as he gets taken out as well. And 2-1 here for Vexed, as looking a bit more fundamental here, but still early days. Very good cover fire from Vexed. They're really working together as a unit. That pistol round, although they didn't win it, was also a lot of good positional play from Vex. They decided to stay on a retake and try to run boost together and work as a team. That's kind of the most important note here. LDLC did win the pistol, but they immediately lose the following buy, and they force the second round as well. As I've casted LDLC a few days ago, and Happy's team does, maybe it hasn't really changed since years ago, but loves to force buy those deagles.
I mean, they're French. They always force buy.
Yeah, actually, it's funny you say that. Hold on, I have it in my notes here. I think who was it yesterday? I think it was the Dice or Prince Adil, one of them. No, I think it was Prince Adil, who did not actually force buy any of the times on the second round. It was the only French team that I've seen that does not force buy on the second round. That was their trademark, right? But Happy has been around for years, and his teams have always force bought the Eagles on the second round. So it didn't surprise me really that they did the same here. But that said, because they lost that force buy, they're giving away another round here. And of course, with the fact that Vex managed to win that round, that force buy, they managed to get those Galils. So that's even worse than losing a pistol round, because not only do you win the force buy, you get guns, so you get to grow your economy. So it's always worse to win a pistol and then lose the following force. That's it. Adam is holding with a Galil, that buffed up Galil. It's doing all the work, as it's going to be a clean and simple eco. Well, actually, it's not clean at all. 2 people went down there for Vex. So the economy has been pushed down a little, but as long as they survive with those 3 players, not too worried here, as we're going to be full gun round here over.
It is going to be a full gun round. The op already up on Mezzi, and I'm eager to see how does LDLC deal with this. They've mentioned well with those force buys and obviously with those ecos. It is kind of a double-edged sword, and yeah, you have to be very careful when you utilize it, when you actually go for it. As we can see right now, this is gonna be a bit of an A execution. I like it. LDLC going back to basics. He said, they go with those set defaults, with those set classics, and it's to be expected. It's to be, it's to be what it is. Yabi, though, somehow gets away with 1. It's going to be a second for Adam as he's holding the line towards jungle. Taps finally burns him out in lower or under palace, but unfortunately, this is still a 4-on-3 retake. Vex luckily have that advantage. They're going to be able to potentially break the defense, or excuse me, the after plant, if they're going to be getting close enough. But for the moment, so far, successfully prevented. Taps finds 1. The SG in his hands is always a very dangerous weapon. The Molotov is a little bit too shallow, though. It doesn't hit noob corner, and the angle from Happy takes down both. And Mezzi, what do you do now? A 1-on-2, he gets the first. A very wide angle from Happy is going to be caught. And there's the Molotov, the second. He gets the second. Mezzi now 1-on-1 against Mayer, 3 HP. No Molotovs, though, will not make this any easier. Oh, okay, Mezzi. Beautiful stuff.
Why not? And Messi actually, in the last match I casted with them, he was actually doing extremely well for Vex. So glad to see he has been doing converting that to this match so far. Yeah, converting it to this match so far. As LDLC, EC1S. The reason I call him Eccles is because I was informed by Raptors, who is a Brit. He said because his last name's Eccles, that's what we call
Yeah,
him.
Adam Eccles. Yeah.
I'm like, but why would you call himself PC1S then? This is confusing the casters.
He's just playing with his name. He's having a play on the words and all. So
Yeah.
I get it, but also yeah, in a way, it may be better just to go ECLS Eccles, right? But yeah, well, Tabs gets the first, sees the second, actually takes the fight. Will he find him? Yes, he will. That's Adam and Jabby both. My lord, Link will find the refrag. It's still going to be a 4-on-3. A side is lost. The bomb planted unequivocally and undeniably. Luckily, Eccles clears out B house, Mayer the flank. Now, this is what we could call an actual flank, right? Or excuse me, an actual lurk from Mayer. This time. Unfortunately, it fails, but, you know, it was at least an attempt. But look at this. Back to 2-on-2. Tabs and CT. Jinx on default first box, which I'm... What? Okay, Tabs is going to go for the wide angle. Jinx now, he's going to have to stay alive, and he does see the first head. Let's see if he wide angles it. Yes, he does. Oh my god, somehow gets away with it. But Messi, again, saves the call. Or saves the day, more specifically. What the heck is going on here?
Yeah, as... in reply to the chat, it's they're not throwing, they're getting retaking quite well, honestly, from Vexed. It's a few of both. I mean, it's a misplay from LDLC, and they did have Major trying to Major tried to flank, but a bit too obvious from the van there. It gets taken out, and honestly, Vexed with their retakes have been doing incredibly well. Messi himself has been doing very well on those retakes, even with an op, and he takes down 6. He pushes before the smoke goes down, and that was another mistake there from Sixer. So already a man down coming into the 7th round, as it's looking like it's gonna be an important round here for LDLC. I believe it's yeah, as he only won the pistol round, it's gonna be max loss bonus, so they should be able to buy the next round regardless. Well, on most of the players at least. But
yeah, everybody should be able to buy.
Yeah, some maybe will get Lils with if they want to prefer the utility, of course. They could still buy AKs if they want to, but still, regardless, most important thing for them is not to buy next round, is to win this round. So see how things go. The 6 are of course dropping that op. Tab's gonna pick it up. Tab's always been that secondary opera, I've noticed, on LDLC. Like you mentioned him being a bit of an IGL as well, and it seems like he's a bit of an opera as well. So just a bit of a triple threat, really.
I mean, you know, everybody can fill a few roles in. He's certainly not too bad as a secondary op, but primarily, you know, he's usually the mastermind behind the plan, or at least something of the like. Again, though, it is going to be a slowdown, and as you said, this round is quite vital here for LDLC. The round loss bonus gives them a full rebuy next, no problem, but they might not get very far away with this one. No, they do not. Adam and Jabby, and yeah, that's going to be pretty much the finisher for the round itself. With 8 seconds left, no chance that Tebs is able to secure the plant and win the round alongside it. That is 6-1, and what a lightning fast good performance out of Vexed, and a quick startup here on our first map. I am pleasantly surprised. Vexed, the last time I casted them, they were more than just a disappointing... It was more than just a disappointing performance. It was quite actually the abysmal performance that you would never hope to see in the first place. But seems like things have truly turned around a little bit, and it's going to be 6-1 LDLC. Now they're starting to run up into a few dire troubles. Yeah,
definitely. And now that they managed, well, Tabs thankfully he was able to drop that off to 6. He only had 3.8k at the beginning of that round, and should get that off. So 6-1 coming into short, though. There's no one holding him close here as Link does get taken out. 3 people inside B. Only 1 kill here from Messi as he gets taken down as well. So.
That's another sloppy round. Yeah, once again, it's this time Vex that play the sloppy round, the sloppy seconds, and they will pay the price for it. They screw up big time, and well, there you have it. That's going to be 6-2. LDLC find themselves the second, albeit a lot closer than it should have been. Or, excuse me, a lot different than it should have been, but it is what it is. And I'm eager to see what's up next here for Vex. Do they go for a potential rebuy? Because money is very bad. If they don't save with Jabby and Adam both, I don't think they even have enough for a rebuy, actually.
No, I mean, definitely not. There's another issue. Let's check out the rounds here. Surviving 3 players the round previous. Then they had 1 player survive and then 1 player survive. Those are 2 rounds where Mezzi managed to win it with being the last person remaining. So considering there's only 1 person on 2 rounds and 3 people on the round previous to this one, definitely not enough money saved. The economy completely broken here from Vex, as they will still attempt to buy, but the purchases are not going to be that strong. With the Bamas being thrown here to Mezzi, so he can buy a bit of armor as well. I'm curious what Link is going to get. Actually, Link was dropped as well. So Adam's the one that's going to be sticking to the MP9. So not the best of purchases here over, but like the FAMAS has been buffed a little bit, so it's not that bad of an option these days. And the MP9 close range, I mean, who can really disregard an MP9 at
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
it can be underwhelming when it comes to long range, but close range definitely a strong option. So we'll have to see where Adam decides to hold with this. But yeah, LDLC, if they wish to break the backs of Vexed here, so not only can they get the 3rd, but the 4th round as well against Vexed, this is their biggest opportunity here so far.
Yeah, definitely amongst their bigger ones, and the question is how far can they stretch it and how far can they actually push it. Again, we see that the limit on Vex will be a problem, yet so far they've been showing some great control even at limited option, or even with limited options in general. And right now, by the looks of it, it's Mayer that's looking for a few early entries, or Major. Actually, you probably know the correct pronunciation. Is it Major or is it Mayer?
Most people just say Major. I mean, even
it would make sense.
The top casters also say Major. I'll assume it's probably Major. Well, the Turks might say something else, I guess. Then again, these days you can't really tell if he is Turkish or French, as apparently he has a dual nationality.
He has dual nationality, so it's like double-edged, right? You don't know exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Well, a bit of action going on as Major was trying to drop onto B, trying to get them to stick to that site. But another retake coming in from Vexed. Not looking as good as the previous rounds though, as I mentioned earlier, because of this loss of a round. Vexed, their money is completely broken as they're looking to eco this round. And a good opportunity here for LDLC to bring the momentum back, or shift that momentum back in their favor, as they look for a 4th round and maybe closing that gap a bit further on their C side.
This is definitely a long way from being done yet when we look at it. We can see, as you said, right, momentum shift definitely happening. It's not there yet. It's not fully encompassed in its favor, but Tabs all the entry again. A perfect start. Once more, the beginning here for LDLC is perfect. Of course, it's a full eco, but I wouldn't even count out a full eco at this point. Well, what we've seen up to this round, full ecos are at times more dangerous than full buy rounds. And well, Tabs will be caught with his AK, with his utility. Unfortunately, no survival is going to be happening. And I'm eager to see how does Vex deal with this. Can they get another or two, maybe 2 frags? I wouldn't be surprised. Sixter's gonna fall as well. You gotta be kidding me. Back to a 3-on-2. Make it a 2-on-2. There's Yabi with the AK. And that's what I'm talking about. Pistols are sometimes more dangerous than what you have to offer with rifles. Luckily, it's gonna be a 2-on-1 against no Kevlars, but this is still gonna be a hard round for Jinx to clutch it, even up against non-armored opponents. Oh, the angle here. Oh, he spots Yabi in time. Luckily there's no headshot from him.
Oh, lucky there from... Not lucky, but... you know, lucky they survived this round, LDLC, as...
Yeah.
That was... massively sloppy, honestly. LDLC losing a lot of their economy that round. LDLC just barely pushing through. They do still have a bit of money to work with, but not too much, as Vexed are going onto their purchases now. They don't have an off this round, so just sticking with them. Of course, they're very well aware that LDLC is low on money, so just hoping to maybe push them back, maybe get that 7th round, and hopefully for them they can try to force LDLC an eventual save. But I don't think they're going to be saving next round regardless, so still an important round. Here as they're pushing forward, Jabby, wait, what? Major takes down Jinx. So 4 versus 4 with a bit of a TK coming in from LDLC. But look at Adam's position. He can get Major as he's planting. He does get him.
Kidding me.
Oh, but he gets taken down by the op. Sixer needs, or at least LDLC needs to bring that bomb back, as Happy does catch Mezzy on stairs position. Sixer holding. Oh, he getting caught off guard. They're still holding the bomb. Sixer going down as 10 HP on Happy. When Tabs is gonna be attempting to plant that bomb with Happy covering him. But look at this position here from Link.
Oh, this is perfect.
All the way around. I think he catches. He catches. Oh! He doesn't catch him, but he's seen both of them.
Fails the smoke.
And he smokes himself out. Okay, don't mess this up, boys. This was all theirs, but now look at this. The positions are what's going to be vital.
I mean, HP is still a problem, though. Like,
he does
HP
have
is
a
going to be a
Krieg.
big problem.
Krieg long range. Manages to get one. This is a bit of a blunder coming in here, running out of time as he tries to pick up a Krieg and saves the round. Saves the gun, I should say. As Happy with 10 HP manages to clutch it with... Yeah, he gets the first one, and just being a nuisance on connector. And no nades on Link to really bring him down. And that was a bit of... That was...
Close call.
That was... Yeah. That was also a lot of a mistake. I mean, I think Happy and who was it with him? Jinx, I think? Not...
Jinx.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were both lined up with 10 HP. And somehow every bullet got missed there. I mean, just one tickle to the toes and they would have went down. So, huge blunder there, as it's now almost closing the gap here. 6-5, but 1 SG and a bit of armor and pistols. Well, you never know. They did well the previous pistol, so they might still do something. That is
true. Well, we're about to find out if they can actually do something. They have quite the stack towards A site itself, wanting to keep control in all of possible positions. I love the fact LDLC are playing very much anti-eco. They're just going for the full-on hold, not giving an inch away to their opponents. A little bit aggressive in a few positions. Link, actually the SG, gets the entry. Happy this time going to be caught, denied for a clutch. Tabs and Palace spotted as well. Better get the hell out of there. And look at this, Eccles. He's pushed towards mid. He's not really making too much noise. Through under, there's another player pushing. That's Mezzy. You gotta be kidding me. Again, the USPSs are making short work of these opponents. I am not sure how this is happening, but this is a huge misstep by the entirety of LDLC. They're losing players like this. Oh my god, the bomb drops! Sixer, why would you stop? Yeah, why in the world would you ever stop in that case? F the molly. Just run to site, and then you worry about a Molotov. Throw it from site into window instead of from... well, I mean, there's no point in saying it. It is going to be Eccles with a flank and Vexed. They are playing with their food right now. They are not even flinching. They're not even feeling the pressure by 1 inch. It is a simple and clear-cut execution, and they are not worried about anything.
Well, analysis-wise, definitely I would say Vexed is working much better as a unit than LDLC has been showing so far on their T side. I mean, LDLC, individual-wise, yeah, they've been performing individually. They've been having a lot of performances where they've where a few of the players manages to win it just through prowess. I mean, look at that. I mean, that's basically, I mean, all the words for itself, as I was
Pretty
mentioning.
much,
Yeah, just the individual prowess from LDLC, but definitely Vexed showing why working as a unit can be quite impactful, especially on those eco rounds, as it's down to a 4 versus 3 now, as Major pushing by himself, stopping by that window and just going right into the crosshair there of, I think it was Eccles. So 3 versus 4, they're looking like they're going for an A push. They don't have that much utility. They have the 2 smokes, probably gonna smoke towards stairs and jungle possibly. Does not seem to be the case. Maybe just smoking towards CT and jungle. So they're gonna leave stairs a bit open here. Probably gonna try throw a molly onto
I
it.
don't think that's as long as you kind of are aware of that, it's not a problem. But let's find out how this works out here for LDLC. It's a 3-on-4, and well, so far Adam being denied his kill is certainly a good start. And we can see right now Eccles coming into play through that jungle, excuse me, through that connector position. Happy's going to be caught. Eccles at what, 40, 30 HP, and Link, there's the flank, there's the kill, there is the round. 8-5. Vexed is having an easy time dealing with LDLC. Tabs, though, he's going to deliver with 1. Tabs, why. Beautiful shots. Unfortunately, it is not nearly enough where it's supposed to be. Yeah, that was real close there.
Nice. Tabs almost turning me into an owl there, as those 3 1-taps with the Deagle really doing a lot of damage here. And the stand-in from Sweden is up to 16 frags at the moment, just completely showing how strong he's been as a stand-in. 118 ODR as well. Yeah, it's just a lot of damage coming in. But Tabs again. What's up with Tabs this game? Just another 1 dig, and Happy is another one, and Adam as well. This is slowly falling apart. They're both jumping, so Eccles can see both of them trying to get up there, as he's just taking over the round himself. He says, you know what, guys, you can't do it, I'll do it for you. As he goes in and gets a 3k. So they finish this up at bit expensive, but it is going to be the last round, so not too worried here, as it's going to be a 9-5 scoreline. There's a bit of a pause coming in. I think is that a tactical or a technical? I can't exactly open console.
I actually am checking right now. It should be a technical, actually, as far as I can tell, because they use the the dot pause instead of the exclamation mark pause. So, interesting. I hope there's no big technical issues on the side of LDLC, as usually that does not bode very well, moving forward into the rounds. But I'm eager to find out what is going to be prepared here next by Vexed, because they so far have been quite astonishing. I gotta give it to them. They've looked really good, really, really good.
Yeah. I love how he has Interstellar written on his knife. It's pretty cool. So 9-5, it's not the worst case. I mean, Mirage these days is considered one of the more even-sided maps compared to some of the other maps. It didn't used to be that way, but with all the updates they've been having over the years.
Yeah, like with all the changes, it definitely has taken a wild turn. And Mirage, I think it is as even as it gets, almost 45-55 maybe in favor of the CTs, depending on the team. But overall, I gotta give it to Vex. When you pointed out just a few rounds ago, their team play just is so much better. It's working out so much better for the CT side, at least. They're showing great control, they're showing great perseverance, and above all else, they seem to be understanding how to work against the aggression of LDLC. Oh, he prevents the plant. It's going to be back to 3-on-3. This is now doable. Vexed. They might have lost A side through Palace. They might have been a little bit careless, but it looks like control is back in their hands. It's going to be a 3-on-3 that they might be able to win, although never mind. Happy finds one and Eccles to fall. Although Link returns the favor. Back to 2-on-2. And with Mezzi on the op, there's the hit. Oh my god, again, Tabs is going to have to save this. Once more, the Swedes have to come in to save it all as LDLC's in dire trouble. And in this case, oh, Tabs spotted. Time is ticking. I think Link can actually hold this. Or never mind.
Oh, Buzz, 9-6 coming in, still in the favor of Vex. I think Vex could be happy with this, and honestly, if they do manage to win the pistol round, honestly, a lot depends here on the pistol round. If LDLC manage to win it, Vexed have been prone as well to force buy sometimes. I don't know if that's just on their CT side or not, but if Vexed win it and it becomes 10-6, LDLC definitely likes to force buy on the second round, and if they lose that force buy, then an eco coming after that, they could be up to 11-6, even 12-6 by the time LDLC really tries to make a comeback into this map. So a lot riding on LDLC to win this round, and or at least just don't force buy in the second round. That could be an option too. But knowing them,
don't put everything on the line, right?
Yeah, exactly. Looking unlikely as LDLC does go for 4 people on armor, as he's leaving on Jinx on the defuse kit and the smoke grenade, and looking like a quick mid push as they're pushing up into ladder room and the connected position, taking over jungle. And I think there's no one actually there, but Danam can take down Major as he's trying to come rotate from short. And they do have the A bomb side. There's 2 people coming in from CT, however, as Jinx does dink down Echoes through the box there, down to 9 HP. They do have the bomb planted for ramp though, so a good position. Echoes gets a bit aggressive there, trying to see what he can get done. Tabs takes down Adam. Mezzi from long range with a P250 gets 2 people. There's still 1 person inside the site as I had one more. So I think that is Tabs, the star, trying to come back from connector, gets immediately taken out. And Mezzi is definitely the hero that round with those 3K, just absolutely obliterating them from long range. And that's one of the reasons you'd have a good reason on, well, buying a P250 on the T side. And you notice how Tabs or some of the players just go immediately for that Deagle purchase without even like a second passing in the freeze time. It's as if they know, we're like, alright boys, second round we're force buying. Like, that's the basic
yeah, we're
system.
going. Oh, shoot.
It's just Tabs. I mean, honestly, if Tabs just keeps doing 1 Deagle, I mean, he could just Deagle all game, really. Maybe he should just Deagle.
It really is just Tabs. Yeah, just maybe at this point, just play with the Deagle. You know, let Tabs speak everything first, and if you don't get anything, then, you know, maybe you can try and help him out. But leave Tabs to be, and he's probably going to handle it for you. But as we can see, he's certainly on the leaderboard right now. He's at, what, 22 frags for LDLC. Jesus mighty. Oh, wow. Tabs, you monster. That is crazy. That really is.
Most of them were Deagle, probably.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if definitely a few with the Deagles. Yeah, at least 10. But let's find out how far this offense for Vex stretch. A 5-on-4 with so far coming out through connector. They're coming in through a single point of entry. If there was a single CT that would be aware of this, or at least kind of, you know, keeping an eye out on this could have turned out a lot differently than it actually does. Jinx still finds 1 at 3-on-3. The Molotov, though, kills both players there. Sixer and Jinx both, if they're not out of position, or if they are too close to the Molotov, they're getting shut down.
That
Jinx,
was an accident.
Whoa!
That was not on him whatsoever. He was shooting a box, and that's the recoil helped him. Oh, if they win this round because of that. Oh, that's gonna be.
It's
so
back to
messy.
1-on-1. This is not yet decided. Adam. Oh, wow. Sixer. He clutches it out, and the lucky shot, as you said, the recoil, just a random spray down with the Deagle actually hits the player in pit, and it gives the round to LDLC. You gotta be kidding me. They actually grab around underneath the feet of Vexed, and they're able to come out on top quite nicely. This is a perfect setup for LDLC, actually.
Yeah.
Now they have a chance to get a little bit of revenge in.
A force buy here from Vexed as well. Yeah, a lot was just. I mean, he was shooting a box. I mean, that shot from Jinx wasn't even anywhere near the head of whoever it was that was on T side. So a bit, well, not a bit, a lot with luck there. The recall really working in his favor. But that said, they do have a man advantage coming into this round. And for Echo's pushing in, he gets taken down by Jinx. For those asking, yes, there's a stand-in on both teams. Tabs for LDLC and for Vex, they have Jabby coming in the place of Cray. So there is that random factor, of course, when you have two stand-ins. Something always worth to know. But the bomb goes down here. Jabby, as we're talking about him, gets that bomb down. So now all down to Adam here. And looking like a 8th round here for LDLC as they're slowly making that comeback. I think the entire both sides of this map, I think whoever won the pistol lost the following force buy. So a bit back and forth here so far.
Definitely a bit back and forth as Adam is the last one standing. He still gets away with 2 frags, which is not shabby at all, given that LDLC are limited on their economy. They're down to, limited everything. It gives them a perfect chance to potentially break them moving forward, right? That's the one thing that Vexed have going for themselves. Unfortunately, they are broken a little bit in that regard. The force buy doesn't come out on top. They can't get a victory, nor a plant even, so they could actually reforce potentially if they had that chance. Instead, we are back to square one, and Vexed, they're about to feel the pressure. It's going to be a single round difference remaining between the two, almost certainly so, as Vexed have Glocks only in a single P250 to play with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much done.
Yeah, this round is pretty much done. Exactly so. It's a hands down finish round in favor of LDLC, or at least it should be. That's what we expect. Simply put, because there should be no realistic chance for this round to go anywhere else but in the hands of LDLC. If somehow, somewhere, some iteration of this game happens to be a loss for LDLC in this round, I don't want to be mean. I don't want to sound like I'm a bastard, but I'll say it right now. They wouldn't deserve to win this map. Like, if you lose against Glocks, come on. That's too much. That's just too much. Tabs?
Well, look at the HPs here.
Yeah, that's true. But, I mean, the MP9, I think, deals enough damage, and they are able to solve it. Yeah, sure, they lose too, but as long as they win is what matters most.
Yeah. Well... 10-9, so not much really going here for the last few rounds for Vexed. But now they have a full gun round coming in, no op here for Vexed, so probably going to be working with that utility to make sure they don't get picked off here from LDLC. So far it's been looking like a hefty unit, but look at Six's position. He's just pushing down connector, but changes his mind, just goes all the way around. Jumps to the window, goes connector, goes back to jungle, so... Or he looks like he's actually watching for that short push. But the rest of his team are actually pushing up towards house here. And this could really catch him off guard that there are 2 players that close. And look at Tabs. Tabs and Major tapping in for 1. As Echoes does take down Tabs. Sixer goes down as well. They have the B site here. As... Happy waiting for Jinx to kind of come around from short before he pushes in. As a 2 versus 3, they have the afterplan position, but no one's watching at door.
Oh, Happy!
Is this a mistake here? No one was watching towards the door. Jinx
Happy! That was beautiful.
It was beautiful, but a bit of a mistake here as Mizzy all by himself. He clutched before. Can he clutch again? He does not manage to do so. No kit here, but they should have enough time. But yeah, no one was watching door there over. I mean, you could argue that the person who was near the window should be watching and have the person at van kind of watch towards short, but that's not what happened.
Yeah, that's true. It was definitely a little bit shaky, a little bit off guard by by Vex. They had the ultimate chance to actually break LDLC and grab themselves an easy round victory. Instead, it went very much differently, and that is a complication they cannot, or I don't think they should have afforded that complication in the first place. And well, we'll see how they're able to handle it moving forward. It's going to be 4 AKs and a Galil. It's a full investment yet again. They're going to be putting everything on the line, of course. Although I don't think there's going to be much of a difference coming out here for Vex right now. Although I say it, it's a double full link, but still happy on the palace. Not even checked, not even looked at, not even cared for. Yabi, or Jabby, is going to be able to refrag. Back to 2-on-2. This is actually a doable right now round for Vexed. If they're able to get rid of Mayer and Connector, then it's only jungle they'll have to worry about. Never mind, Tabs is going through mid. Is he actually going to go for that full-on flank through T-base? I think that's the case. Ooh la la, I like it. I really do. This is potentially a round win just because Tabs goes for the big flank. Although Mayer can't die, he cannot die, and he does. He gets caught.
Look at the
That's
flank,
not
though.
supposed to happen. Yeah, the flank is good, but it's like, come on, you know better than that, right?
Oh, they're aware of a possible flank
Yeah.
with them here.
You know why? Because there was nobody in CT nor in jungle. Because they know if Mayer is that wide open, there's only one way that there's only one position that Tabs is going to be in, either in CT or jungle, already shooting when Mayer is dying, or he's coming from the deep flank.
Yeah, which could be ramp and palace, and both are quite strong positions. But now that they're planted in B, Tabs is between a rock and a hard place as he is pushing towards short. Flashbang. He starts to make noise now as he's running out of time. Shoots towards the window, so they're very well aware where he's coming from, as Jabby does take him down. And 2 versus 1, so very hard for Tabs, especially considering, well, he's been doing really well so far, but he can't ask too much from the man.
Yeah.
Let's get him a deagle, he'll be fine. As I actually, weirdly enough, like usually I like to state that I know a lot about the Danish scene, but I actually haven't heard much about Jabby. So
unfortunately I can only agree with you. I've never heard of Jabby at all. So yeah, I'm kind of in the dark about him. But I guess he's he's definitely a solid player. He's able to stand on his own against LDLC, which is not an easy thing. And the Frenchmen are having a full eco. Beautiful link spray down. That is just perfect. And that is going to be...
I think they had deagles, so...
yeah, they did have deagles. I mean, it's still kind of like an eco, right? I mean, we consider this as a mini buy at max.
You say that, but Tabs has been using that deagle to perfection.
That's true. That's true.
Getting triple kills with, and they did win a force fight with those deagles as well. So they've been doing quite well with it. We'll be happy keeping that AK and just kind of being able to use it for the next round. Tabs, of course, with 3.3k should be able to possibly get an op next round. And I'm interested to see here. I mean, Vexed, honestly, even with a stand-in, they're working well together. I think Jabby, or Yabby, or whatever you want to call him, has been working well with them as a unit. So it doesn't look like they're struggling much. You know what I mean? Or at least if they're doing well as a 4-man core, then Jabby could just kind of follow along. Maybe give him the roles of maybe being more freestyle, not really putting too much pressure on him. That's probably one of the things they're doing, considering they have a stand-in. I mean, you can't really push him into a tactic and hope he knows it, right? So
yeah, exactly. It's like you can't force him to do everything perfectly if he's never really had the chance to, to properly prac with the executions and
just
such.
Tell him where to smoke, where to flash, where to push, and he'll just work together with the rest of his team. And for the most part, Vex now kind of widening that gap again, maybe potential to move forward. I think this is their mapping as well, so interesting to see how well they do here.
Well, Tabs, great start. It is, yeah, of course. Tabs, though, I gotta give it to him. Good start. Gets the first, gets away through short safely and very much soundly. Vexed, unfortunately, no response. They have no control to really go for. They have nothing really to work with. Maybe if they're able to get onto site with a kill or two before LDLC respond, there's a chance, there's an option for them to keep this dream of winning the round itself alive. But I never mind. I was like, maybe, and they get the first. That's a good start. That's a start and a half. That's what they needed. Now let's see how it moves forward here for them. It is going to be back to a 3-on-4, a second as well. As Eccles is going to be able to clean off under Prowlers, the Molotov forcing the position of Jinx and Happy. And that was Happy under Palace, right? Yeah, not Jinx. Well, it is going to be the bomb plant for the standard short pit position. And this is, this is a bit of a fumble. LDLC, they don't have enough money to rebuy. They don't have enough economy to go for this, for a full investment next. They have to save already. I mean, they're already doing it, but still, it's like, it's going to be a bit painful here for them.
Well, at least they're surviving with 3 players, right? Like,
yeah.
As I mentioned multiple times in the previous casts, as everyone knows with the odd number in CS, if you save as 3, you can drop 2. Well, if you save as 2, you can't drop to 3. So that's always the important option here, as Sixer can drop a full rifle here to someone. While the rest of the players not as much money, so maybe an MP9 or something along those lines. Unfortunately, the FAMAS not as cheap as a Galil. You can just drop a 1.8k weapon. So it looks like they're just gonna stick with the CZs. It appears that Sixer is gonna be saving his money for that op next round if they do since it loses. So Jinx goes down to Link. Link takes down 2. So those 2 pistols who tried to go a bit aggressive on App's already taken down. So now down to those 3 rifles from the previous round. So either they need to get aggressive here and maybe get the men back. Well, not to revive them obviously, but lose that man advantage. Or they need to consider saving here. And honestly, Tabs could do a lot if he saves that op. I mean, then Sixer wouldn't have to buy one next round. It's highly unlikely. Look at this little angle here, just peeking right in between the boxes. I don't see that quite often, actually. That little spot there. I gotta use that spot when I start playing late. As Major does take one, but gets immediately taken down as Tabs all by himself. Just gonna try to save that off. Ooh! Well, at least he's low. That's... If he wasn't low, he probably would have died with that USB, but... Yeah. 14-10 here over.
This is... This is a problem. A big one. And there's not really much that can be done by LDLC. They lost the majority of their money. They still have a rebuy coming up, which is the one thing that they have going for themselves. But then again, it's like, you're left with very limited choices and you lose this and that's the first map gone. It's as simple as that. It's as clear as that. As clear as day. And I don't know. Maybe, just maybe, there's life yet left in LDLC. All thanks to Tabs that they're even able to get to that, 25th point or 25th round with 10 rounds on the board. And look at this top mid push by the looks of it. Where's the where's the pop flash? Mayer, he's actually just lingering on towards mid. This is a weird choice. LDLC, they're using a lot of time. They're losing a lot of time even on that mid position instead of focusing on the defense of the sites, which is about to be an A execution coming their way. They need to read this deeply. They need to either push with Mayer or they need to fall back from mid Totally, entirely. They cannot linger like this and just wait for something to happen. Oh, Tab's going to be caught in B house. That's now a big issue because now it's going to draw attention towards B as well. Although LDLC, they seem to keep a clear head. They're going to keep 3 players towards A. 1 jungle, 1 under palace. Oh, Mayer, good start. It's Jinx that's going to find the second as Mayer was able to prevent the player coming up through B house. Oh, Happy and Sandwich. He's going to actually prevent the plant from happening. Still a 2-on-2 though. Mayer and Sixer left. Let's see this clutch round play off.
Ooh. Oh, no cover there. Unfortunately, Mezzi. Well, he is on a clutch situation. Mezzi has been doing well so far on these clutch situations, so is a possibility. He has 30 seconds remaining, but he might be able to get to Major here on Hector. Major, Mayer. I don't know. I just call him Major.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, it's like your preference.
Yeah, exactly.
Mezzi though, I'm eager to see what he can do here. Certainly, he's going to be pre-fired through that box. He has to be, right? Yeah, he's going to take a few pot shots. Not going to be tagged, luckily enough. I say it, I might be jinxing it. Luckily, I don't. Mezzi, nice angle peek. I love this. Oh, he sees the second and Mezzi. A hat trick to save the round and pull Vexed into the very comfortable 15th. This is perfect.
Ends it with a bit of BM there as well. Just showing his stuff. It's funny that Mezzi's been doing so well in the clutches. You could see that just by his score, all his frags have been pretty much impact frags, right? Like he's won like what 3 clutches, and you say, oh, but yeah, Link is the one who's really top fragging. Yeah, but Mezzi's definitely been winning them around. So possibly, if it wasn't for him, they might not be even winning this game. Those clutch rounds really affected LDLC's money. They really pushed them on the brink of breaking their backs in terms of their economy. So yeah, definitely a lot of work done by Mezzi. But look at this here. Looks like they might be going towards A, as they're kind of stacked around from Palace, and hope that Molly can push down as Sixer as he's being pushed down back to under Palace. Link eventually after the smoke fades gets taken down by Jinx. Adam takes down one as well. Gets another one as they're fighting the person on ramp. He gets taken down. And look at this, 4 versus 1 already.
That's it.
Yeah, that's pretty much
the
it.
end.
I do not see a potential here for Happy. Old school player, yes.
Neither do I.
Yes, but a legend, of course, in the French scene, of course. But 1 versus 4, now down to a 1 versus 3. Getting tougher and tougher. They know his position. They know
he's spotted. That's it.
Yep.
GG.
And GG. First map. The map choice of Vexed going in the favor of Vexed, as soon we'll be going on to Inferno, which is going